Is there anything here that kind of reminds you
They
of
sell
home?
African food.
Is that the only thing that is similar? Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hello and welcome to my channel, and today I am so excited. After like 1 year of planning this video, we are finally getting to shoot it. Today with me, I have two amazing personalities. I'm not going to talk too much. Let them introduce themselves. To my left, I have
Violet.
Violet, you are from
Tanzania.
Your best color?
Violet.
Really? And to my right is a wonder of all the females in Stockholm.
Cut.
To my left, I have a very beautiful lady, and she's going to introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Violet. I'm from Tanzania. I'm pursuing my master's degrees at KTH.
Okay, and to my right, I have a handsome guy. Please do us the honors and introduce yourself.
Yeah, so I am William. I'm studying at KTH Machine Learning.
Well, tell us, why did you choose Sweden as your study destination?
Why did I choose Sweden? Equality in this place is one of the things that made me come here, and also the student life where you can work and equally study is one of the reasons that I love being at this place.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Is there any other reason?
Any other reason? Let me think. No.
Next question is, Violet, how would you compare studying or living in Sweden to the system back in your home country? I don't know if you told us where you're from, but I would like for you to tell us where you're from, and then compare the education system here to that of what you have back home.
Well, I'll compare it to Tanzania. I think here it's more of discussion, at least at the master's level. Most of the studies are discussions, and you cannot miss presentations. That is one of the things that you have to know when you're here. And when it comes to living, it's quite expensive. It is expensive to live here as a student, or maybe even as a non-student. Most of the stuffs, right from food and accommodation, it's quite different from Tanzania. It's really expensive here.
But when you say very expensive, will you like say the cost of living here is probably ×2 or ×3 or 10 times of living in Tanzania?
Okay, so let's take an example of an orange.
Okay.
An orange here is 1 Swedish krona. An orange in Tanzania is 1 Swedish krona, but it's maybe, is it 4 times? Not even 4 times, maybe 20.
What? 20 times?
But that depends on a lot of things. An orange could be, I mean, fruits here are expensive. Most of things are expensive, so I'd say maybe thrice or 4 times.
Just orange, 3 times the price. Okay, now I understand what you mean by very expensive. So William, let us know, how would you compare studying or living in Sweden to where you're from? And please tell us where you're from again.
Yeah, so I'm from Ghana. So just to make things very clear, I'm studying a master's program here in Ghana. It's a bachelor's program, but yeah, it's still computer science, it's still software. Yeah. So one of the main challenge I would say is back in Ghana, you know, we when you are in a Java class and you are taught most of the things. If you don't have a computer, you probably have to, you know, code it on write your code on paper. On paper. And then secondly, you have to
wait, I'm sorry, but I need to confirm. Did you just say that you have to write your code?
Yeah, but that's because I don't have a computer, right?
As a computer science student?
Yes, because I didn't have a computer, so yeah, most people write a code. And if you are supposed to submit the code for assessment, you'd have to write it on like it's paper. Yeah, paper, and then you give it to your lecturer. But that is like 5 years ago. Maybe things have
things have changed.
Hopefully, but most of these lecturers are like top notch, and then let me say, they know what they are talking about, and their research, what they are teaching is exactly what they are they are doing their research in. So yeah.
So in essence, in summary, what you are saying, if I'm right, is that they're more practical here and have more real life and experiences, especially for someone in tech. Right? Okay, thank you so much, William. Moving on to the next question. This one. So arriving in Sweden, what shocked you the most? Just tell us one first. If there are many, tell us the most important one, and then tell us the others if any of them exist. So let me start with Williams. Please, Williams.
William, not Williams.
William, arriving in Sweden, what shocked you the most?
Arriving in Sweden, what shocked me? What shocked me? I would say, I wouldn't say, I would say the weather. I came in around August, and then all of a sudden it was becoming colder and colder and colder, and then during the darkness, there's a point in time in Sweden where things are dark, like every time is dark, and that was something else for me.
How did you manage it though? Because I know you're here alone. So how were you able to cope with the cold season? I'm not being not the negative though. I'm being very serious for people that are coming and they're like, oh, they are hearing it's cold. They may not understand how cold it is. How were you able to manage it, or how can you compare this cold to your own cold? Like, how cold? Did you freeze? Did you go out? How did you manage it?
I mean, I think one thing is knowing how to dress well, and I took that lightly. And at one point in time, my hands freezed, and I felt like it was going to break because I actually got lost, and I didn't know what to do until I got a bath or something else. But uncle sent me some clothes because and that kind of helped.
Okay, thank God you had an uncle that helped you out. So Violet, tell us what shocked you the most in Sweden, or about Sweden.
Well, William has mentioned about the weather, so I won't go into it. But another thing that shocked me here is that Swedes are kind of reserved, like really reserved. So there's this day that I went to a bus stop. I met a guy, and we were only two of us. And I told the guy, "Hey," and the guy was like, "Hi," and then he kept his earphones on. So then I didn't know if I offended him or not. But after some time, then people told me that you cannot greet a stranger on the bus stop or anywhere. So that was a bit shocking, because when you go back at home, that's more normal. It's quite normal to say hi and all the stuff. So I think that was one of the things that really shocked me here, apart from the weather. The weather is just a shocker here.
Well, I totally agree with the both of them. I think the both of their first most shocking experiences are exactly mine, because the weather was something else. I mean, it was just autumn when we arrived in August, and we were already feeling so cold. This was not even winter. And then when it got to winter, it was something else that it is only when you experience it that you'll be able to tell someone else. And then for the fact about Swedish people being reserved, story for another day. So now the next question. What is a similarity between your country and Sweden?
Let's all laugh to it. Let's just laugh to it. I think one of the similarities, maybe I'll say it's peaceful here as much as it is peaceful in Tanzania. That's one thing that I can see in common. I'm not sure if I can see any other similarity. Maybe some good people, and most of Tanzanians are. I'm not sure if there's any other similarity.
It's really tough to think about. So William, tell us, is there anything similar? Ghana, Sweden?
Ghana, Sweden. What's similar?
Is there anything here that kind of reminds you
of
South
African food?
Is that the only thing that is similar? Is that the only thing that is similar?
Is it not peace? Like, I think it's peaceful.
I mean, peaceful.
As Tanzanians, so maybe.
I mean, I could say the peace thing.
Peace. The last question now, and this question is quite general. So I want you to, help us, for people who are watching, who want to know, like, general tips or advice, student hacks for studying, I mean anything in this line that you want people who are leaving or moving to Stockholm to study or to do any other thing you think that will be useful to them, just let us know.
I should start?
Yes.
Oh, great. So first, bring your sweaters. Bring your sweaters. Bring them, carry them. It's really cold here, so that's the first thing that I'll tell you. And the other thing is job expectation. It is good to keep your expectations high, but moving into Sweden, you do not have connections, so you have to work, maybe not works that are directly connected to your profession. It could be some other jobs that could link you to some people. Then that is going to be easier for you to tap into right connections. So it is good to keep your expectations high, and it is good to work in line with your profession. But if you get a chance to work any other profession or any other job, legal job, that you think you can do it, I think it's good to do it. Connect to people, get experience, then it's going to be easier for you to tap into right connections. And another thing, study, there's not much trick really. It's all about discussion, so you just have to be ready for it, have an open mind, discussing a lot, doing a lot of assignments. You'll be working, but your group mates would expect you to deliver the same. So yeah, that is one thing that you should know, that you be in a world that has a lot of presentations, a lot of assignments, but it is a good place to learn, cherish, and I think basically that's it.
Thank you so much, Violet. I mean, she said a lot, and if you're watching now, I think you should listen to what she has said over and over again and let it sink, because it is very important. So William, you give us your tips, not just IT tips, so some of us are not ethical like you, general tips, living in Sweden tips, you know. Yeah, so go.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's not just IT tips, but that's what I know a lot. So I mean, for any person that is coming here, Sweden is a very tech, let's say, heavy. Tech is booming. There are a lot of jobs in tech. So yeah, if you're come here with a plan, you know, sit at home. Okay, I'm coming to do this course. When I finish, this is what I want to do. You know, come here with a plan, and then do your research. Look at Sweden. What are some of the things that are coming up? What are some of the skill sets that they are looking for? And then maybe spend a year getting that skill set to a certain level. Or if you already have that skill set, especially if it's tech, you know, yeah, if you don't know tech, again, look at the skill set. If you don't know, at least learn how to drive. You can become a taxi driver or something. Like just figure out what's going on in Sweden, and then try and then get a skill set. What other tips? My tips are all tech. Sorry, guys.
Okay, thank you again, Williams. Amazing tips, amazing advice. I mean, this is coming to you on the platter, and you should be glad that you found this channel.
Yeah.
Thanks again so much, Violet, William. Thank you so much, and thank you for making out time out of your this girl is real estate mogul. This one is IT consultant, and I'm not joking, I'm not hyping them. This is who they are. I mean, they are big people, big shots. So thank you for sticking with us till the end. I hope you learned a lot from this video. Again, if you have questions, drop it in the description. If you have things you still want to know about, hit our Facebook group. You'll find them there. Drop your questions, and we'll be glad to help you. We'll be glad to assist you. Thank you once more, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.
Bye.
Say bye-bye like serious person.